Pleased to meet you.
Me and my cats wish you a happy Monday _fWhip heart _fWhip heart.
Hello everybody, happy Monday. Welcome on in, my friends. Dude, we got just like the chillest of chill vibes going on in here right now with this music. I just sat down, put my headphones in, and I was like, wow, we're just vibes. It's just chill, calm, you know, it's the right way to start a Monday. You just gotta have the chill vibes. You just gotta have just a nice slow start to the week. You don't gotta get up and get sprinting and all that. And so it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. How we doing today, everybody? What's up, May? How we doing? Cass, good to see you. To Robin, welcome on in. 242, welcome on in. Good to have you. Spotty or Yeti, hello, hello. I'll be lurking today because I'm doing stuff and things. Ooh, have fun with stuff and things. Tiny Sharks, how we doing? Great way to start the Monday. Welcome on in. Moira, hello. Astrocat, hello, hello, hello. Random Geek, chill vibe should be good for studying for a test. Ooh, hope it goes well. Rana, good morning. Welcome on in. Balana, hello, hello. How we doing? Good to see y'all today. My friends, we got new emotes in here. Just uploaded them after Friday's stream. So if you've been in the Discord, you might have seen them early, but we got some new emotes popping in, which I'm very excited about. Unfortunately on YouTube, they're so limited on how many emotes we can have in there, so I did have to remove some of them. So if there's any emotes that y'all are like, ooh, I really wish this one was back here, let me know and I'll see what we can work on. We can chat about it in the supporter channels and see what emotes people like versus what they think should be removed or whatever. So if there's any thoughts on that, share them in the Discord supporter channels of emotes that you loved that are now gone, that you want back, or if there's any new ones that any feedback on them, I would absolutely love. We do have a ton of animated ones coming soon ish for the Twitch side. They're still just getting wrapped up. Oxy's working on all of them and doing an absolutely fantastic job. They're just taking a little bit, but that's all good. Mandolin, how we doing? Tacos, welcome on in. You're almost at your full power. One more day, my friend, and you're at your full power for the week. Valen, welcome on in. Jarko, welcome on in. Good to have you. Hello. Economy, welcome on in. Emmy Sophia, thank you so much for the 28 months, by the way. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so very much. And Darcy McDonald, thank you so much for the 15 months. I really do appreciate that. We got a Binksy in here too. What's going on, Jinxie? How we doing? Hello, hello. Welcome on in. As long as chair stays. Oh, chair is one of the most used emotes. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. I gotta fix my headphones. They're all tangled. But yeah, I looked at all of the emotes for how often they're used and everything. So I got rid of some of the ones that just don't get used that often.
Pleased to meet you.
To make space for the new ones. And that's kind of the way I went. But I know some people really love certain ones, so we'll try and balance as best we can. But just started Hardcore World first ever. What farm do you recommend to start other than iron? Food. Get some sort of, I mean, if you can do an auto villager like crop farm, like potatoes and carrots, that's a great early emerald game. Or sugarcane works too for paper trades. Miss May, thank you so much for the 25 months. Time sure flies. Like the stream, y'all. Yes. My friends, like the stream if you haven't already. It helps me out so very much. We got 500 people and we got 200 likos, but I do appreciate it. There we go, Jinxie. I'll take it. I'll take it. Dogs barking at the
Pleased to meet
TV.
you.
I'll
Hi
take that.
there.
I can own
Just
that one.
wanted to take this moment to tell you your videos are amazing and I am enjoying them a lot.
Is it Voctor Tier? Thanks so much for the 3 months, my dude. I appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed the video so much. I'm really, really excited for the next one to be out. I think y'all are gonna enjoy it. How do you do a hardcore world in Bedrock? There's a tag when you're creating a world that you can make it as hardcore. Then we can do all that. I'll like to stream all day. Kiwi, I appreciate it. Welcome on in. My friends, today we are transitioning away from digging. I know. We're gonna reverse dig today. We're gonna be digging air blocks and replacing them with actual blocks. Yeah. We're gonna see how this all goes. I got a lot of stone in here. I went through and edited the schematic a little bit here and there to clean things up a bit more over where they were, and removed a lot of light gray wool. I cut the light gray wool from near 6,000 down to 4,900 and put a lot more just regular stone in here to help it out. Yeah, so we're gonna be working on this today, trying to see how far we can go. No digging for now, because I have been doing some busy fWhippy skiff of we have to do all the building here of getting these. My goal today is I want to try and tackle from like here over through there, get that cliff area sorted, and then if we can build the cliffs up here and place the grass blocks in behind that and everything, like I think that would also be a pretty good way to go. This all over there I'm ignoring until I figure that out further, but yeah, so we're gonna try and get the university platform ready
for inspiration.
Start watching the old papyrus videos. Dude, some of those builds are ancient. Those things are just a square. But I do love flying around there every once in a while. I love the like from the garden area, if you go farther to the west, I think it is, there's that like the newest village section to it, like town center section. That's like my favorite vibe place to walk around in. What are you gonna do if you die in this world? Probably run it back and start a new one. The plan for season 4 is to put on partially large biomes, which basically the way you can do it is you can make a data pack that will be large biomes, but you can give yourself a
Pleased to meet you.
I'm getting a few stacks of everything as we go.
Wait, underscore fWhip _fWhip heart.
We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do 1 2 3. We're gonna go with 1 2 1, and ooh, I wanted a lot more basalt than that. I'm gonna only take 2 stacks of andesite for now, and I think because we're gonna start on the shadows first, so we're actually just gonna do 2 stacks of each of these, and 1 stack of mossy cobble. And if we run out, we'll come back, because I can get an extra stack of that, and 2 more stacks of that. Perfect. Tikander, thank you so much for the 23 months. Dude, so close to the new twee. So close to the new twee. What's your opinion on pale oak wood for stone texturing? I really like it. I just have an existing palette we're working on here, so we did not include it here. But yeah, so the way we're going to be doing this is I've got scaffolding, and we're just going to place some scaffolding in and go easy place mode and just kind of vibe through all this, because we have a lot of stuff to be doing. So this is how we can get it done quickly and with the least amount of pain. So we're going to be doing that. But yeah, so this is kind of the plan today. I want to build out as much of the cliffs as we can, see how much we can get done in like 3 hours or so on stream, and just take it from there, because that's already a stack of basalt in. We have many hundreds of stacks of blocks to place today. So we're gonna do it as painlessly as possible. A May and a Binksy and a Tay. Dude, the whole squad's here. The mods rolling up. Like, who we gonna ban today? Who we gonna get a bingo from today? We'll find out. I like pale oaks for accents instead of a full-on build. I think they're talking about the bark texture, which I think can be a really cool, like, dark. It's a good, like, in between honestly, of like going from basalt back into stone, or even like stone to deep slate. Okay, so there's all of that. Actually, we have all this stuff right now. We can just make this little rock here. Ooh, but actually, I think I made sure I
Pleased to meet you.
really did anything. We'll
Yay.
see. Oh, I do need some rocks in here. Rock, 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 rock. Yay. Hey, Thomas, thank you so much for the 42 months, my dude. I really appreciate that. Hope you're doing well today. Dude, I saw the plan you got going on for the supporter server. Oh, it looks so good. Also, I was on the supporter server yesterday doing a little bit of checking up on the city and everything. Things are looking really cool. I'm very, very excited. I need to get into interior build mode here soon. I think that's going to have to be the next video. We'll get a little bit done. I was planning to do it in this video, but as you can see by the amount of stuff we're already doing in this video with building this entire biome, I don't quite know if I have time without like just being like, and I did interiors. So I think it's gonna unfortunately have to wait for next episode. Oh, why is there all this wool down here? What did I do? Oh no. What gross mask did I put down there? We're gonna ignore that. Look, YouTube, like the stream. Yes. Do it. Do it. Let the like buttons flow from you. What? Well, we do have 750 people in here, and we're at 290 likes right now, so help a fWhipper out. Okay. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. And we now have rock. Rock. We did rock. Okay, let's go get this rock in too, because we're over here. If we have enough, we'll see how much all this stuff lasts through. I really just put a ton of acacia wood in here. Wow, I really just kind of said, yep, we're just gonna do an entire little riverbed here out of acacia. It'll be fine. Who cares? That's okay. And then we also never textured this. This is all just stone over here. Nice. All right, we'll have to come back in and redo this later. But for now, we're just going to get the rock in place. That's okay. I broke my brain building 500 years of interiors in my forever world. Yeah. That's going to be the next Minecraft trend is I played 1 year. I survived 100 years in Minecraft. God, I hope not. Actually, I don't think there's any possible way somebody could do that. Because how many days in game would 100 years be? That'd be like 360,000 something, 370,000. A lot, yeah. Start working on spawn on my little server. I got a pet fox now. Ooh, nice. Kind of random. Oh, Leary, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a really, really hard day. That sucks. I'm sorry. Okay, let's fill that back in. Fill that guy back up. We will take another stack of pale moss. We'll take 2 stacks because we're gonna finish that rock and we'll pick up all of our basalt again. Wait, if we can get these forward rocks done, then we'll just come in and clean up as much as we can along here and it'll be fine. Wasn't gonna do math right now. Having some noms. Okay, yeah, no worries. Nobody needs to really do the math on that. We don't. Doesn't really need an answer. Just more of like a curiosity thing, you know. Okay, there is rock. This is a very, very solid rock. Definitely made of rock materials. Yeah, we got some moss. We got some mossy rock. We got some rock. We got missing a grass. We've got some more moss. We got some concrete powder and some wool. Super rocky. Oh, I'm out of mossy cobble. I knew this was how it was gonna go. I knew it was gonna be like this. Where did I put all the mossy cobble? Yeah, here it is. As soon as we get out of like this little one where it's a lot of the highlights and things, it's the top of the rocks that are all like really textured, because the sides are just kind of like strips of everything going along. Dang it. Oh, super dang it. That's so rough, dude. Oh, rough. Not like rough, but like rough. You know? Got a dang concrete now. That rock is now Oscar. You're naming my rocks? Why is this an Oscar? I mean, it's a good rock, but like... Rough and toughen, yeah. Look like root and tootin', but like rough and toughen. Good time. Let's leave that. Hope y'all had a good weekend, though. We ended up having a good little game night on Saturday with some friends and played the Stardew Valley board game again. It was super fun. We've now realized that every time we played it slightly wrong, but like each time, like we're now getting slightly more correct on how the rules of the game actually plays. But it's a good game. It's definitely one where you have to play it a few times to really get the hang of it for a board game, but it's a good time. 36,525 days is 100 years. That's a lot of games. That's a... Dang, that means Lynxy is almost at... He's well over 100 years in game. That's nuts. I didn't even think about that. That's a lot of days.
Pleased to meet you.
Love it when I can make it to a live. Your vids got me inspired for my hardcore world. What's your opinion on texturing versus shading on buildings? Which is better, or is it situational?
Scar Captain, thank you so much for the 10 months. I appreciate it. I think shading and texturing are kind of the same thing. In how I use them. I think shading is, you take both into account. It's a game of balancing both of them. Because if you're shading a build, you're also giving it texture as you're going, and they should kind of inform each other, because just random sporadic textures that like a lot of people do where it's just noise everywhere. Because like I would say we're texturing this, but like a lot of the dark areas just basalt. Because that's what I want, the dark vibe in there. But then we're texturing over here with the coal ore around to be slightly less dark than our acacia and our basalt and everything. It'll look a lot better once it's all in place. You see the full picture. But like there's little highlights in here to make it look like this might be a little bit shinier or cleaner. And then like, but yeah, I think shading is more important. Texturing, I think when a lot of people focus on like typical texturing, they're more in the... To me, they're more going into like the super chaotic texturing and everything, which I think is usually, in my opinion, not the best looking thing. So cutting down on the amount of chaos that you have in blocks that you're using, I think is like the really important part. But yeah, I would say they go hand in hand for sure. But making sure that the texturing just shouldn't be super chaotic. So I think the way to help make it not chaotic is to focus on shading and then add a little noise into the shading is how I typically run it. Okay, so I brought scaffolding out here too so that we can more easily move upwards. And I think this is a pretty central right here. How'd you start a castle in hardcore Minecraft? Like, what would be your first step? Probably placing down some just general shaping so I can know how big the castle's going to be. That's usually a first step in building anything, is you want to get a general frame in. At least that's my recommendation for anything you're really building. No. Goodbye, basalt. Goodbye, my friend. You were a great rock. So I still haven't even started to think about quite yet on how we're going to do that. Actually, I started. I extended out. I did a little pre-planning for the region a little bit more. And I'm liking it. I'm liking what I have so far. It definitely needs a lot more love and attention to it before it's going to look really good, but it's starting to get there. I think we're getting some progress in this area. You know what? This might be one of the first times I've used scaffolding and been like, this, I understand the use case. I understand why Minecraft created this block. I'm vibing with this. Normally I just use dirt. No, this is pretty solid. I'll take this. It's kind of nice. Are you gonna texture the cliffs by the river? I hope to eventually. Oh dang it! Come on now. Come on, easy place. The eventual goal is going to be to texture the cliffs at the river. I want to make sure I dig it all out first, and then we're going to come back in and do the texturing on it. And that's going to probably be in the next phase of the expansion for that region of the world, which I don't know quite when that's going to happen, because we're still kind of focusing on that type of an expansion right now. We're just like working in a slightly different area. I can pick up all our scaffolding. We're probably gonna slowly lose some over time, huh? Yeah, I just lost how much? No, it's right here. There it is. It's like, I know I have some in here somewhere. Oh, we should probably move this way. Let's go get more basalt and acacia, just because we're probably gonna need it. We'll refill on our coal. We'll get that guy filled back in, get this guy filled back in, and then we need to get a lot more basalt. Okay. Easy. And let's just go do like the quiet bottom strips across everything. Not quiet, but the easy grab. I don't know why that's a wool, but we're just gonna say it's a random discoloration. This just helps get a lot more blocks down, and then we can go refill the inventory after. The more blocks we can get down without pain, the faster this goes. Yeah, for those who are curious what I'm using here, this is called Lightmatica. We planned this whole thing in creative on a stream a while ago. You can go check it out if you'd like to, but it's basically a 3D blueprint that I can follow along, as I've already built the thing, designed the thing completely. I like how it looks, and now I just need to rebuild it in the actual hardcore world. I did put a little torch spam down in here for now, just to make sure that the area is mob safe. We'll get rid of it eventually, but for now it's just kind of keeping us safe as we're moving. My lunch was spicy and my nose is runny. Oh no, May. We're out of basalt. Okay. After the lake and cliffs are done, is the university build going to wait a while? University build is not going to be started before day 10,000. I'm currently on 9,235. 35 in a moment. So the university build will likely be waiting a little while. I want to prep the region, and I really want to give myself a lot of time to build the university in creative. I don't want to just rush it and get something that I'm like, yeah, this is okay. I want the university to build to be like one of the best builds I've ever made. if not the best build. I know I'm setting a pretty high standard and I'm setting a pretty high bar on that one, but it's really important to me that I can get something just absolutely special for it. So I'm really wanting to put a lot of time into the planning phase and getting it done right, because I did that for the region over there, and the amount of positive feedback I got on that video that came out this last week, the amount of people that absolutely loved the build, loved how much life and story it had to it, and just like showing a full living environment, like that was because I gave myself the time to put more effort and energy into it, and I loved the result, and everybody who saw the video seemed to absolutely love the result too. So that's kind of what gave me yeah, I really want to put the extra time and effort into planning builds before I bring them into the world. So we're gonna try that for a little while. Oh, we're missing a little grass over here. We'll get that later. But I think till day 10,000, I'm probably gonna be just working on different things in this part of the world. I'm not too sure what, and then the nether tree is gonna be done before then, and I'm kind of locking away the last 200 days for the nether tree. I've got it roughly planned out. I'm still finalizing a few details of the nether tree, but for the most part I have the nether tree planned, which is exciting. I'm just still figuring out how I want to do the branches. I tried a few things and I just did not like how it looked, so yeah. We started recording. Yeah, thank you though, Noah, I appreciate it. But I think a lot of people have been asking to get back over to New Papyrus, so I'm thinking that could be something that we do soon. I'm not 100% sure if I want to. It kind of feels weird to just suddenly jump over there, but also it'd be kind of cool to give that a little bit extra polish before day 10,000, so we shall see. Okay, since we're here, let's just get this rock done. We're missing a lot of grass up here. I don't know. What would y'all want to see? Like, if there's like a priority list of these are the things I would love to see updated before day 10,000. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? May, thanks for hanging. You have going, all right? If there was like a one region of the world that you'd want to see more stuff done in before day 10,000, like what would it be? Mountains by the city? It's not a bad one. Mountains could be cool. I feel like that's a really, really big project that would easily take us there. I don't know if I want to do another terraforming, because I've been doing so much terraforming recently. I feel like people want to see something other than terraforming. The rest of the harbor houses, it's not a bad shout. Harbor houses have been kind of neglected. Well, not neglected. We've been working in the area. I could get the last boats in the harbor for sure. That could be part of it. And then we're gonna be flying through this acacia. That's so unfortunate. I was really hoping that this would take us a long way. Nope, we are definitely shy on the acacia block count. Dang it. Oh, I need to get some grass blocks. Well, if you build another village, just like a full, fresh, new village somewhere in the world, we could do the little fishing village. That's one that needs some love. The little fishing village out along this section here, like we could do this guy. That could do that, and then we'd have to somehow get like a road that would be coming in along here. And I feel like I want to make it on both sides of it. It'd be a good amount of terraforming too, because we'd probably clean this whole area up, and then buildings there, and then a few on this side, and a little ferry boat to take you back and forth. Doug Town. True, Doug does need their own town. I need to go find Doug soon. Gotta make sure Doug's okay, you know? Mangrove village? Like, just like out in a mangrove forest? Oh, well, that works. Don't look at this. This is all spoiler. You haven't seen this yet. No, there's orange concrete in there. Oopsies. Forgot to delete that from the schematic. Oh, that's annoying. That's just gonna stay up there. I'll clean that up later. 1K viewers. Now up the like count. Yeah. Yeah. We got 1,100 viewers right now. We got 480 likes. Do me a solid, friends. Oh, dang it. Help your fWhipper out. I ended up coming back in and retexturing a lot of the rocks by hand that I was looking at, because I wanted to give them some more moss, like pale moss areas, so that we could use this as a bit more of a like area to put some grass on if it's like growing over the stones. I'm still debating on how to say it, overgrown I want this area to be, because I want like the school sections to be like super overgrown and lush for where the school stuff is, but I'm not sure how lush I want to make like the surrounding areas that's not in it, because I feel like if it's all lush it could be a little too chaotic, whereas if dang it, if we like concentrate that into like the area where the students would be working and living and all that, it might make their stuff look even more impressive. So I'm still trying to figure that out. Better keep Turtle Rock. Turtle? Oh, the Turtle Rock in the mountain. I was thinking you meant the turtles that are living in the lake. The turtles in the lake are gonna get a cave eventually. I just need to actually do it. I wasn't really planning to go this way, but we're kind of just doing it, so we'll go until we run out of resources again. Maybe actually we just turn back in this point. We'll get like that rock here. That's a good point of like there and then around. That'll be our goal for the day. We'll see how far we can make it. My first time attending a stream, so cool to see the stuff being built in real time. Yeah, you come out to the streams to learn exactly how long it takes to build everything. That's the truth. Oh. I've been having a lot more fun streaming though recently. I feel like I mentioned that in the last few times we've chatted, but streams have been really fun recently for me. So I appreciate y'all being Down for some fun vibes. Or being a part of the fun vibes. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, okay. Still haven't cleared out this part of the mountain where the road comes through there, but that's a later me job. Turtle Rock can be the watcher of turtles in Turtle Cave. Are you totally enough to join the Turtle Club? That's looking pretty good. I think we can get this top rock done before we need to sleep. Maybe. So I updated
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, dang it. Okay, that's not too bad. I updated all my mods, and I'm running into a slight rendering issue. Oh, of course, now we run out of wool. As soon as I'm like, yeah, we'll just fly back up there, and we can get it all done. Sure. But I've been running into this weird, like, I think it's one of the culling mods that I use for entity culling, or, like, just culling in general, that has been causing some funky issues with trapdoors. But it's I updated and I got Nvidium back. I'm very excited about it. So
Keep it real.
Petition to give the turtles a home by day 10,000. Those poor dudes have been hanging out in that fence since before day 500. Smiley face. Smiley
why you outed me like that? Why am I feeling outed? But yeah, so I have 72 chunk render distance back. I'm really excited about it. Nvidium got updated. It works well enough. Juniper Willows, thanks so much for the 2 months. I appreciate that. And Balana, thank you so much for the dono. Well, I'll see if I can find time to get the turtles something. See if I can get the turtles a little spot. Okay, we need to refill that. We didn't use any acacia. That's good. We didn't use any basalt. Refill that guy. We used decent. We used mostly light gray wool. And then stone. Okay. Let's see what we can do for the turtles. Not promising anything, but I'll see. It is a pretty random part of the world that is so central to everything. It's just been left there, so it does make sense to do something. Where did I just lose the light gray concrete pun? Oh, right there. Like, where the heck did this go? Yeah, you can see all that like excess stuff in there that doesn't need to be there. There's so many goofs in the schematic. When I went through and like did the mask to remove everything, I missed. I did a really bad job on it, but I figured out how it did a bad job, so we'll fix it in the future. Or it shouldn't happen in the future, I should guess. Yep. I was hoping that we could like do like a pillar up from the bottom and get everything, and then do like a around the top like this and get the top layers. But I think it might be a little too much. But we'll see. We'll see if we can get it like at least for the overhang section here. Because it looks like we have the reach to be able to do it. Yeah, we should be okay. Yeah, this is where we start going through so much wool. Oh my gosh. What was I doing? Dude, I need to make a new sheep farm. I've realized that I need to make a new sheep farm. Also, my power went out over the weekend. Thankfully, nothing got corrupted, but I was working on like gathering wool from the sheep farm and just like hanging in the area and doing some other stuff to stay busy, and the power went out, and oh my god, the amount that I was just instantly like, oh, no. I was so worried something happened, but man, I think the world reset a little bit when I logged back in, and I think it unfortunately cleared a lot of the wool that I had just gathered, or the farm had just produced. So that was rough. But what about building 16 sheep farms, like one for each wool? I have like the generic sheep farm that is the one of each sheep, and then I have another one that's over by the horse racetrack that has 16 sheep in it that is just all light gray wool. And so I was using that one just because there's a lot more sheep in it. But even with that, man, I need a sheep farm that just like passively runs when I'm in the world. Because isn't that coming in the new updates with like the new chunk loading stuff? Can't animals and things, if they're just in a loaded chunk, even if the player's not nearby, don't they do things? Yeah, the new drop. Okay, so I mean, I could maybe just chunk load that sheep farm if I ever need it, so I can just like chunk load it when I'm starting to work on something, and then
Pleased to meet
it'll
you.
just run until I'm done gathering everything else, and hopefully it's done. Or I just need to chunk load it for... Oh, dang it. Goodbye. Maybe it's just an angle of I need to just chunk load it for a while and just let it do its thing. Oh. These all need to be a rock. Augustine, thank you so much for the prime, my dude. Appreciate that. Thank you. I don't want to set up like a ton of chunk loaders, but I feel like for a sheep farm, or at least like a chunk loaders that I can turn off and on. So like I don't have them always running, but like when I need it,
Pleased to meet you.
I can just toss an ender pearl in and start the chunk loading. Especially with how easy they've made it to chunk load. Like you don't need another portal anything anymore. Oh, it's so much easier. So I'll have to check it out. Tiny Star, thanks so much for the prime. Appreciate that, my dude. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well today. Sounds like you need a bone meal powered one. Oh, like the one Link made? You think I got that amount of bone meal? Dude, I'm at the point where I'm like down bad for every resource. It's rough. Like I accept stone and dirt. Those are the only resources that I have in abundance, and we definitely have that in abundance. And grass. We also have grass blocks in abundance. And actually oak logs. We've got pretty good on oak logs right now. Yes, like the stream, my friends, if you have not already. I would appreciate it. Helps me out so very much. I do appreciate it. Okay, we're just gonna try and like inch our way across here. I know it's very kind of easy place cheeky right now, but it's gonna save us so much time. I guess because we have this, we could just work off the back here. If we go into here. And then can I just like bam, bam, bam. I don't know. We're gonna try and figure out how we can get this to somewhere where it's like, I guess it's probably not gonna help us too much because that stone goes up a pretty decent way. Come here. Okay, there goes that plan. It was good. It was good plan while I thought about it for 2 seconds. There we go. Great plan for all of 2 seconds. And we have 1 pale moss block left. Do wither skeletons not drop bones? Oh, they do. I just don't really. I try to not. I don't know. I don't want to be working one farm to run another farm, you know? Right. Yeah, why am I doing this? I got scaffolding for a reason. What farms am I missing? There's a lot of farms in the world that I don't have. I try to, honestly, I'm trying not to automate everything. Like, I don't build tree farms. I don't build, I'm not building a dirt farm. I'm not building a cobblestone generator. There's a lot of stuff that I don't plan to ever really build. All right, this is, I think, the farthest over we can go without it dropping another, or without it dropping down. Yeah. Okay, we'll get the rest of that when we come back. Yeah, we're using Lightmatica here for the building stuff. We already designed this stuff in creative. It's all on stream VODs if anybody wants to watch it. But yeah, now we're just in the building phase to try and get it all placed in. I thought I was falling. Can't get that. Okay, that's fine. We need to go sleep though, so we'll go do that, and we can refill on stuff and then see where it goes. How could you deprive yourself the joy of mining mangrove trees by making a mangrove tree farm? I know. How could I do that? I miss mining mangrove so much. I just absolutely love mining mangrove. It's just one of the most joyful things you can do in this game. I just can't believe that anybody would ever want to not mine mangrove ever in their Minecraft world. I don't understand. Okay, let's just do that. I probably don't need the grass right now, so we'll just throw it out over here, pick up some more of that. How are your hands not tired from clicking? I'm a seasoned professional. Nah, I mean, they get tired every once in a while, but it's not the end of the world. I don't do anything too crazy. I'm not clicking super hard. My mouse is fairly sensitive, so. I don't really mind farming mangrove personally. I have a few tricks that helps a lot. Yeah, mangrove isn't like, it's not like awful to farm. Like it's not terrible, but it's also not fun. And it's just time consuming. That's the thing that gets me out of it. It's just, it's such a time consuming process compared to most other logs that it just like, that's what makes it not fun. But I would say I would happily farm mangrove over farming nether trees. I do not like farming nether trees. Nether trees to me are by far worse. I think we can do that whole one from the inside now. Yeah. So now we want to go back to the layers. Nope. I thought I spawn-proofed all that. I must miss a spot. Anything around here that we can grab? We don't need that. Oh, sweet. Anything else out here that we're missing? No. Cool. That makes that a lot easier. I just gotta make sure I'm only doing the outside layers, because there's a lot, like you can see all that, like that extra acacia back in there. We don't need to fill those in. So I gotta make sure I'm only doing our outer layers here, because like I mentioned, the schematic got a little goofed. So gonna try and make sure that we do all this the right way. Let's actually just do this whole strip going all the way up over here, and then we'll do the other one. If it doesn't have an open face to the outside, I'm not gonna, like this outside section, I'm just not gonna place it in. If it's a stone, it doesn't really matter, but anything else we'll just ignore. We definitely have the stone to be able to keep track of all this if we need it. we have a lot of extra stone to place in. Finally, it's gonna be finished. That's knew I was gonna do it at least once. I'm very excited to have this moving on to the next stages of building and designing and making all the super fun stuff happen. I'm very, very excited for it. I feel like there's a few thousand resources that I just did not clear on the back edge. Oh, well, we're out of stone. That once we can get through all of this is just gonna, oh. How many days did you spend terraforming building? I mean, I can't, we started this when? I put the day count in the stream when we started actually working on it. What was that? Does anybody remember? I could pull it up. It was a few streams ago when we started the digging. What did we say? Did I put it in here? We are currently on day 9,097. And we are currently on 9,237. So we're what, 140 days? That's a lot of in-game days if you think about it. Is there another one that goes forward there? Just cheeky game. No, there's not. Sweet. I fell. It's okay. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Yes. Click the like button. We have 1,200 people in here, and we have 670 likes. I believe we can get up there. Who doesn't like a good rock? Who doesn't like a good rock stream? That's that whole section, which is nice. And then this we can take back down to here and get it caught up. I went back in and like manually made things a lot more dramatic as they're going throughout for where some shapes are coming in. It just felt like we had a lot of really flat points. So break that, put you in, and then we can come back up because we don't need that. Anyways. Oh, these are wrong. What did I change these to? I must have changed these when I was monkeying around with something. Get some wool back. Well, actually, my inventory's full. We will not get any wool back. Yeah, screw it. We don't. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. It only pains me a little. Gonna celebrate 2,000 days. 2,000 days? 2,000 days was years ago. We're at 10,000. We're almost at 10,000 days. Is this just an undigging stream? Yeah, we're undigging today. We've been doing a lot of digging, so I need to clear space to be able to dig more, so we're undigging today. Okay, perfect. Part of me does want to come through and like spawn proof the inside of these rocks just so we're not hearing monster sounds when we're up there. Oh, there's more stuff in there that we need to go texture. Dang. Let's just do that after, because we don't, if we miss any other spots, we can at least kind of be in the same space for it. I've done so many rounds on this that I'm just like, I don't know where I have done things or where I haven't done things, and it's just like, I'm just like, what did I do? I don't remember. Hopefully it looks good in the end. Many weeks of different brain being like, ooh, maybe this could be cool. Ooh, maybe this. Ooh, maybe this. Ooh, maybe this. Oh, dang it. That can go in here. I'm just gonna go back and do the single layer. I was getting too excited doing two. I was like, we can go speed mode. Oh, we're out of wool. Per the usual. Okay. Let's go to sleep. When will you dig again? I don't know. Soonish, probably. You just click and the right block comes? Yeah. So easy place just brings what in. If it's in the schematic and you're looking at it, it'll just bring the right one into your inventory. That's the big perk of easy place, is that it'll actually just, it makes it so you can't place an incorrect block, which is a huge time saver when you have tens of thousands of blocks to place in and you can't do it wrong. It's it doesn't like duplicate any blocks or anything, but it just brings a new one to your hand from your inventory. So that's like why I'm coming back here to restock all the time. Kind of needed that grass up there, huh? Yeah, let's bring the grass back, because there's a few spots I think we could have used some grass in. Bro doesn't have Streamlabs? What do you mean I don't have Streamlabs? I'm using Streamlabs.
Keep it real.
I'm so happy to catch you live. Thank you for sharing your neat worlds with us. I love your builds.
Sasha, thank you so very much for the dono. Lovely to have you in here for stream today. Welcome on in. How do you do the layer thing with the schematic? M and page up and page down will change it, and then you just hit page up and page down, or whatever you set your hotkey to in the thing. I don't think I've ever had somebody try and fault me for using Streamlabs. If anything, I've heard people be like, bro's still using Streamlabs? Gross. Never heard. Wow. Not even. Oh, that's a new one. Learn something new every day. I am confused. May I ask where you are in the world? There's what we built in Thursday's video that came out. There's the world tree right over there, and there's the city. Sasha, thank you again for the dono, though. I do appreciate that. Random question. Did you put the heavy cores in my interior and path? No, I did not. I burned some heavy cores with flint and steel yesterday when I was on there, but I didn't put anything in your interior, no. If somebody's trying to blame me for it, you should look at the person trying to blame me. I don't know, that's got some other mod scheming all over it. I'm not gonna name names on who, but I have a theory. I have a theory on who it might be. 3 culprits. See a build. A build? Where? Alright, so we have to redo all of that still. But we're getting there. I'm gonna finish this. And I'm gonna leave you all looking at this for just a sec because I need to go use the restroom. So I have to escape. There you go. I'll be right back. One moment. Okay, we're back. I'm sorry I left you unattended. Three culprits with orange names who are good at world edit. Ooh, fWhip goes blanky mode. Dude, we're always blanky mode on stream. Even in the summer. It's my emotional support blankie. Not this. I have a different blankie for the summer. It's the blue Minecraft one back there because, you know, it's not as warm. Can't be leaving the children unattended. They're fine. All right, let's sneak back behind and see if we can't go and get those little bits that we missed. Make all this red. I don't know why I changed this to stone. I don't know what I was doing. I probably was just messing around and been like, you know, I think I want to go this over here. Blanky mode is a vibe. Blanky mode is a vibe. It's true. Certified. They all fell down the front. It's fine. There we go. That's, oh, well, never mind. That's not that. This is that. Sorry, looking so good. Looking forward to being done. Me too. I'm still trying to figure out what type of trees I want to put up on it. I shared some ideas for trees that I had in the Discord recently. So I'm currently working through that, if I want to do it or not. Yeah, I need to get this wool. We're pretty down bad on wool. Actually, I think I have enough wool, but I'm gonna put a stack back so we can pick up more. Meow. 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 Oh. I'm thinking like that mob probably spawned like right in here. That creeper walked up. Walk up the backside of the rock. That's what we do, right? Oh, then these all need to get replaced too. I think this was more of me trying to remove. Oh, really? Why would I make that 4 tall? I was trying to remove some amounts of wool in the build. Must have just went back over to older parts without realizing it. Should build a fantasy dark oak village. We did kind of a dark oak village thing way back when in the building with fWhip world. That was pretty fun. I had a good time with that. That was a fun build to do. It would be cool to do something like that again, but I feel like with my current scale of building that I do, fitting something that would be like underneath the dark oak canopy, I just like, I don't know how we would do it, to be honest. I feel like I build so much more, like the scale I build at nowadays is so much bigger. Bro, just neoed around the. We're just gonna put this over here too. Yeah. Taste the bow wow 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 wow. We're definitely gonna have to come out here and fix this stuff up a little bit. Oop, that's not grass. That's grass. Okay, yeah, this is just all not textured here. That's fine. Cool. Progress. Where do we need to go now? Towards the villages. But actually, though, I think we did this entire lower cliff section here. That's pretty sick. I missed a block up there we can go get in a moment. And then we'll finish this lower section along here because I think we can do that with what we have on in my inventory right now. And then we can start working on those upper rocks up there. And then we'll probably start working around that way because why not? Get in there. Encarne, thanks so much for the 3 months, I think. Maybe I got that right. That's a sweet cliff. Thank you, Sparrow. It's looking pretty good. Custom dark oak forest. I feel like I would love to do a custom dark oak forest at some point. Just kind of turns into the when do we want to do it realm, you know? Yeah, my inventory's full. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I think if we go like here, we can probably snake our way around. Okay, cool. Feed bad guys up. Yeah. Exactly. Aha! Oh. Oh. Is the audio mixing kind of off for anyone else? It's really quiet for me. Is it really quiet today? I've had a few people say that recently, and also I did have, as I mentioned, a power outage, so there could be something up with that. Did we get everything up here? No, we missed all that stuff around the corner. It's fine. Voice is a bit quiet. I mean, maybe the music's just a little bit louder than normal. I can turn the music down just a touch. Let's do that. We'll turn the music down half a decibel. Because my voice is where it's at right now. Like all audio more or less on the internet used to be normalized around -3 decibels. That used to be the norm. I believe in more recent times, people have definitely increased that and went with a little bit louder audio for vocals. But yeah, fWhip streams are a little quieter than other streams. No, really? Huh. I find that if I put my mic up anymore, it starts peaking. Anything else here that we missed? Nope, we got it all. Perfect. Where since industry standard is -6. Yeah. YouTube for some reason like was always a little bit louder, and so I was like, why is this here? Because I remember looking at the industry standard of -6, and then I did that, and then I was like, oh my god, my videos are so quiet. And then I ended up watching a few of those, just like how to like audio engineers talking about YouTube stuff. That's not just a gaming channel saying this is the best settings for your OBS microphone, blah blah blah. And a lot of them were like, yeah, YouTube is weird because it's -3 is what everybody averages around to. So I don't know. I also know that I'm a little quieter in how I talk when I'm in streamer mode, because otherwise I find that my throat hurts after a while. So yeah, I use a little bit more than -32 for music. I think I do -36. Just if there's, because then if there's any higher tones. I'm trying to do a better job of scoring music and like scoring the clips that I do, just because there's a lot of songs that I love to include because I think they're really cool little jams and whatnot, but they don't really fit like my talking pattern all the time, or they don't really fit like the context of like what's happening in the video. So I'm trying to be better about actually scoring the music that I use, but then that definitely comes with the I have to then find new music that fits along those vibes that we're trying to have. But I've learned there's certain instruments that I need to avoid in music if like I'm gonna try talking over it, just because it hits a very similar thing to like how I sound. Okay, yeah, so we can't go that way or that way anymore. So I'm just figuring it out, you know. Always trying to focus on some way to improve videos a little bit. I thought it's amazing I've survived this long. What are your biggest Minecraft inspirations? The ones that got me started, like way back in the day, where it's definitely I was chatting with Bars about it. If you haven't checked out Bars's channel, he's another hardcore YouTuber, but I did a video with him that went live on his channel yesterday. Little hangout mining session. It was pretty fun. But yeah, the two vanilla Minecraft people that got me like actually playing vanilla, because used to only play it like was Creative Conquest Builder, which is a mod pack, and but that was very much Wells Night back in the day. Like I miss Wells Knight's Kingdom series. I do hope that one day Wells returns back and starts Kingdoms, because I think Hermitcraft is it seems to be a little too much for him. He seems to be a little burned out on the Minecraft vibe, but I hope that one day he brings back Kingdoms, just because that was like such a cozy comfort series for me, just because that's where I got started in YouTube, was just kind of inspired by how he was doing things. Him very much, and then like B-Dubs, original building with B-Dubs World. Those were the two that got me started. Wells Knight fan? Yeah, Wells was that dude was so extremely helpful for me as a creator getting started. I reached out to him randomly, and just because when I had like 1,000 subs, and I was like, hey Wells, like I haven't chatted with you before, but wanted to reach out as I'm like your content inspires me a bunch, and I was curious if you had any tips for somebody trying to transition from doing YouTube as a hobby into attempting to try and grow it into a full-time job. And out of nowhere, he sent me back like, so I just shot him a message over Twitter back in the day, and out of absolutely nowhere, Wells just sent me back like 5 paragraphs of just like, hey man, like think about this, blah 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 blah, blah, here's this, like blah, 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 and like I'd never chatted with him before. He didn't even follow me on Twitter. He just randomly was checking his DM requests and spent so much time just giving me a little bit of advice that was so helpful for back in the day for me as a person getting started. And I forever will be super appreciative of that. But no, I think Wells is a really good dude. He's very genuine. The soft music in the background and the amazing builds. Dude, the little ridiculously relaxing guitar music. Why? Because it's ridiculously relaxing. Yeah. Great. Is he active on Hermitcraft anymore? I haven't followed along with what he had going on this season at all. I kind of saw some of the stuff he started with, but I haven't really followed along since. I haven't followed Hermitcraft at all, to be honest. I like occasionally I'll watch what Scar or B-Dubs are up to, but that's about it. The world tour with Wells got me subbed to you. Yeah. I ended up asking him if he wanted to do that after, because he replied to the DM. So I was like, oh wait, this would be really cool. Like maybe I can reach out to him. Well, he was. He's not in the military anymore, I believe. But yeah, he was in the military. I think he was a court reporter, if I remember correctly. You ever watch Etho? I check out Etho stuff every once in a while. And I don't mean this in the worst way at all, but because Etho's a very technical person, I love the vibe that he has in videos, but I tend to find that Etho is kind of one of those people that if I'm scrolling YouTube and I'm not watching, like the usual people that I watch haven't posted their videos, or I've already watched them all, or whatever it might be, then I find myself reaching for an Etho video. And again, that's not as like a negative remark to Etho. I just think his playstyle is not really something that is really similar to how I like to play Minecraft. So I really like his style of like him as a person and like how he creates videos. I think it's really cool. I love the chill vibe to them. But usually the topics of the video aren't things that really interest me that much. So it's usually not like my first reach. But they are good. They are good. You have a favorite place in your world? Yeah, the new zone we finished up right over there. Who'd you collab with yesterday? Barks. He stops by and chat every once in a while. It's on his channel. How'd you get Light Manica working 121.4? Nightingale, weren't you the one who asked that last Friday stream? No, I forgot those blocks. Could have sworn that was you asking that last Friday stream. You using Light Matica? Yeah, we are using Light Matica. No, it wasn't me. Oh, well, it's on Modrent, Sorry, somebody else had a very similar name, I think. But yeah, it's, you can just go to Modrinth. It's on there. There's a download for 119.4. I was collabing with Bars. He's a good dude. I've chatted with him a little bit before. But yeah, Modrinth has all of the updates for Lightmatica now. But if you if you want to get it earlier, there is a person, she goes by Sakura something. I believe their GitHub is now linked underneath the Modrinth page, or at least you can find a connection to it. But they've taken over the Lightmatica project from the original dev, just because the original dev didn't want to do it anymore. And so they've been updating it. So usually before it gets onto the Modrinth page or anything, they have it updated to download off their GitHub for a week or two before it's on Modrinth. But yeah, if it's crashing, make sure you have the Madlib library that Modrinth says you need to download in the, or that Lightmatica says you need to download in the description. Any hardcore advice? Sausage was to sleep. Play it slow. Play it smart. It's the biggest thing. It's hard to die in Minecraft when you know what's going to happen when you go into a situation. I'm not saying you need to like super try hard research everything, but like maybe before you run into a Piglin Bastion, you kind of know how to deal with Piglin Brute. So I would say like knowing the game is the easiest way to live longer in Minecraft. Like knowing the game, knowing how to move your character around. You don't have to be a parkour god, but like knowing what your player can do and what the mobs you're fighting cannot do is going to be a great way to get out of situations. Like putting a trapdoor at a too wide spot means you can run through it, but zombies and skeletons cannot. Maybe zombies still can, but creepers can. But full-grown zombie, no, they can't get you. So you can use stuff like that to your advantage to be able to more accurately escape to a safety. This is the problem. We're almost out of acacia wood, and we haven't even finished this first big. Actually, this is, I think, no, we also have, there's a massive action. Gross. I don't like it. We're gonna have to go shop more acacia later. What's the biggest achievement you made in your YouTube career? I mean, easiest one I think is what, the 1.7 million subs. How many views have we had on the channel? I actually haven't checked in a long time. We're at 312 million views. That's nuts, dude. I would say, like, obviously, like, that's easy stuff to go for like, biggest accomplishment on YouTube. Pretty easy to look at the numbers and say that. I think one of my favorite parts is that, like, I think one of my personal big accomplishments is that since I opened my Patreon 5 years ago now, I think. I don't know. When did we first... I think I opened in, what, 1.12 or something like that? Since then, we've had a very, very core community of supporters on it that have... Like, there's some people who have been around as Patreon supporters since I started it, which is just... I feel like that just shows that I've succeeded in creating a really cool community. Like, that's like, a really, really exciting thing for me. Like, I remember when I was first looking into getting into YouTube full time, I was talking to my brother, and he had just read this book that talks about the theory of 100 true fans, and it was like a start your business type book and how to start your own business thing, and he had just read it for just fun or something. I don't know, one of those weird things to do, of reading how to start a business books for fun. Just messing around. But yeah, so he read that and was telling me, kind of explaining the theory behind it of the 100 true fans, which was basically like, if you can get 100 people to give you $100, like you have $100,000 business, and so like it's always one of those things that like you don't need to. So many companies always are like, yeah, you have to get like growth, blah blah blah. But the theory of this book was more talking about how where if you can just build a core community of people, I'm just wearing my Elytra. If you can build a core community of people who support you and are gonna spend money on the product you're delivering, or just like be there to support, like in terms of this, like watching videos and all that type of stuff. Granted, you don't get $100 in ad revenue per subscriber. That'd be a little bit of a different game if you did, but like the theory still applies. And it's one of those things that I've always had like this focus on. I'm really grateful for the overall size of the channel and like health of the channel and everything that I have going on, but it's one of those where I remember talking to him about it, and it's always very much stuck with me of like, you don't need to have this absolutely massive channel to be considered a success or to be successful on YouTube. Like you can have a really tight core community, and so it's really cool to be able to see that like that the community that started when I started my Patreon server and the Discord and all that, there's still so many people that have been around since then, and like that's really cool to think about. So I'd say that's probably my biggest success of feeling like I really created a fun space for a lot of people to really enjoy. Yeah, we're 100 likes away on YouTube right now for your daily spoiler. You gotta earn it. You ain't getting that early. Okay, there's that. You should definitely add a circus on wheels in your world. I do kind of want to add like a traveling circus, or maybe not a traveling circus, but I want to add in some form of a traveling, or like a... I've always thought about doing, because we have this area up here, but I've always thought like this area over here could be really cool for like some royal games of sorts, like jousting arena, and like different, like a festival going on of some sorts. I've always thought would be kind of a cool vibe to do. Definitely says a lot about your character with so many people have stuck around so long. Yeah, I feel it's definitely like I would say that's like my definite favorite thing, like what I've been able to build, is just knowing how many people have been sticking around for that long. Like that's really cool. I mean, and also like loving how many new people have come in and have just been so welcomed into the community by everybody else that's been here. There's definitely some norms that you have to get attached to, or get on the game and like learn about like how a lot of people in the community interact, just like as there's social norms with every community as it exists for a while. So it is fun to be able to see all those things come out and kind of see where it's all been able to go. But overall, it's a really positive space. How do you get those transparent blocks? This is a mod called Lightmatica. So it's a blueprint, like of something that I've already designed, and I can bring it into this world using the mod to basically, I've already know what I need to build, and instead of needing to look at screenshots and like really focus on it, I can chat with you all and just work on placing all the blocks in. I think we're about to run out of materials though. Should work from the bottom up here because we got a lot of concrete powder on this. Those are weird. Got it. Nailed it. So talented. Bunch of cool nerds here. Exactly, yeah. These are gonna be pretty sick once, and I'm out of wool. I was like, these are gonna be really sick once we finish them, and wait, just kidding. 90% sure you missed block. I'll check it all later. It's okay if I miss something. We have like 3 stacks of concrete powder on us. We don't need that. We only have 50 seconds left. Sorry. I'm fine. Totally fine. Not freaking out. You're freaking out. Okay, there's that. Refilling that. Andesite we can refill on. Any more stone that we can pick up? No, we got it all. Okay. Is this the I captured all Minecraft mobs time-lapse music? No, this is Scar's original time-lapse music that then every small content creator decided to copy. I don't use it in videos. I just have it here for the stream playlist because I think it's a bop, but it's not that, I mean, it's not that Scar owns the song, but he definitely is the one who popularized it. At least in the Minecraft YouTube space. God, I was watching a video recently that just randomly popped up on my feed that was like a lifestyle video that I was just like, oh, this is an interesting topic. And I was listening to it and just like kind of going along, like doing my own thing, just working on some stuff on the side monitor. And I'm just going, and all of a sudden I'm like, what song is this? And they have the song that I use for the field music. They were just doing that as like a workout routine thing. They were showing like this new exercise, and that was the background music. And I was like, hold on a minute, this feels so wrong. I was like, that's the field music, that's not the push-up music.
Keep it real.
Normal stream, don't pay no attention, lol. Smiley face.
Jordan, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
What's it like to hear a lot of praise and receive so many compliments? Definitely well deserved, but I can imagine it could be quite overwhelming.
Don't worry, as soon as I get a compliment from one of y'all, there's also somebody right there in chat right after being like, this dude named fWhip is the stupidest person ever. And so, you know, it really just like, as soon as somebody hypes me up, there's another comment there, and they're right away ready to just like be like, and the humble jab right to the heart. Don't worry. No. Yeah, it's definitely a thing to get used to, I guess. Like it's really cool. Like it's really fun being able to be in a point where, like I have so many people who enjoy the content and everything. But yeah, but Belinda, thank you so much for the donor. I appreciate it. It's definitely like I just try and really, I mean, I'm super appreciative. I just staying and like gotta acknowledge it, and yeah, then the mods will be here to make sure I stay humble. But I really try and give everybody as much attention as I can, but it's kind of hard when we do have a ton of people in here all the time. So, but yeah, I guess long story short is I still do really appreciate it, and reading like kind comment. There's some people who left comments on the last video that I read so many of the comments on the last hardcore video just because everybody's being so extremely nice about it, and I was smiling. I was smiling a bunch reading all the comments. People are super nice. So yeah, like they definitely still get to me. They still like, there's all the positives and negatives that come along with all of that stuff. So yeah, I think we're working up here, right? I think so. Yep, nailed it. Yeah, this is where we left off. So I just put that stern in. We'll go back to the bottom and get that acacia stuff in once we get there, but for now we can just keep working our way around here. I don't know how much like grass and things that we're going to be putting up here, but I wanted to include just a little bit of it so that we could have some grass. Oh, there's a ton of stuff back there I never cleaned up. I never even thought to look up here. He sasses it right back. I feel like most of like the really bad comments that like really get to me, those ones I don't give any attention to because I don't want them to think that that's something okay. But it's more like the fun jabs, like I'll sass back, but usually if it's something that actually would get to me, I'm not giving that person any attention. That's kind of the biggest thing that I've had to learn, is that if there's ever somebody who's like really affecting me in like kind of in a negative way, if I give them attention, they're only going to do more of it. So the internet troll thrives on attention. Like that's their entire food source, is somebody actually acknowledging their trolling, so they can feel better about themselves. So I tend to try and ignore the trolling as much as I possibly can. And we are out of wood. Dang it. Well, let's just make 3 more stacks, I guess. Easy Place is so good. Easy Place does help a lot, especially with terraforming. Positive reinforcement, doing something good equal cookie. Exactly. Works on the dogs. It should work on some of the annoying trolls. Right? Okay, we'll make 3 more stacks there. We'll bring that with us. Bring that. Top off what we can. Okay. I guess because this one, there's nothing up here, we could just do that layer. I don't know why I'm doing that this way. We could just go all below and bring that up to here. Yeah, look at all that extra wood stuff in the background that we don't need. That's gonna save a lot of materials.
Hey fWhip.
Shupin, thank you so much for the 2 months, my dude. I appreciate it. How we doing today? Welcome in. Sorry, these are definitely layers that are revealing a lot, so if it's a little framey, I do apologize. We're getting to the upper levels of the schematic, so it starts to get a little laggy when it reveals. We're going to take this all the way up here. Assuming that's no, okay, it just needs to go there. And then that's gonna be here. Perfect. We're doing it.
Pleased to meet you.
Another revolution around the sun done.
Fran, thank you so much for the 36 months. Enjoy the brand new tree. You've done it. You've made it another year. Thank you so much. 3 years, Fran. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so very much. That is very, very kind of you. Lovely to have you. We're gonna need to go get some more grass up here to fill this in. That can be a later me job. Yeah. I'll come back and do that later. We're focusing on rocks for now. Oh. Okay, now we can go back to the bottom. Narrowly avoided them falling through everywhere. Nice, 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 nice. Doing well, thanks. Good to hear. Oh, awkward. That's sad. Save it. No. It's fine. I think I'm just gonna put stone here instead, because we're gonna save the materials. Be like nice little highlight at the bottom, right? Yep, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And then that's where the wall for the city wall is going to come up and to connect with it. Oh, we had 1,000 likes. Woo, we did it. Let me finish up this wall. Let me finish up this wall here, and then I'll get you all a little spoiler. Little teaser, if you will. Where this whole project's a gearing. It's a good thing I was designing things this morning. I actually have something to share. Woohoo! I'm starting to feel like I could have almost used like pale moss instead of a lot of this acacia. Might have looked a little better, but that's okay. We're here. I didn't want to go back and redo the acacia in the whole previous section of the wall, but it probably would have looked better if we had done it that way. That's okay, though. It's a learning moment. I'm so glad that I actually paid attention to which side I'm doing instead of placing all that stuff in by accident. That's a few $100 back there that we don't have to do, which is very nice. Yeah, we got 1,600 people in here. We got 240 people on Twitch today. We almost got 1,650. Dude, we're at... What's that? Almost 1,900 people watching the stream today. Thank you so much for chilling. I appreciate y'all being here. Okay, those need to be basalt. Did this one? It did. Okay. I guess I could have just done logs there instead of wood and just turned them sideways. But, oh well. Okay, we need to go sweepage. Good thing that didn't rocket. I just placed the rock. Pollen season is starting here. We went on a big dog walk yesterday and got to see a lot of like new little buds popping out on the branches and everything. And I'm like, early spring vibes. Yay. How big is this blueprint? It goes all the way from there up to the mountain over there to it's big. It's all one. But your spoiler, my friends. Bridge. I have figured out the bridge. It looks a lot better once it's actually in there and all textured and everything. And with the shadows on it and all that, but this is going to be the bridge. I did the lodestones at the top, and I think I like them. And then those are blast furnaces right next to them. You can see right in there. Because it gives like that darker tone than the little brighter lip. It makes it look like it's got like a curve to it almost. I like it. I like how it works a lot. So yeah, that's what we're working on next. And I also did this bridge too. And then the little paddocks down there. They're water patties. Nice bridge. Thank you. I like the bridge. It's a good bridge. Okay, there's that. We are down to under 2 stacks of wood again. Let's bring a second stack of coal with us. Let's refresh our pale moss. Bring some rock. Got that. And I think everything we have more or less is now a full stack. And then I want to also get some grass blocks. No, we'll just come up here and place in. Have you finished digging? We finished digging the side space out. We have not finished digging the whatchamacallit, the lake. The lake still needs to be dug. That'll probably be something that we we'll work on a little later this week. Would be my guess. Is I need to get it all done before the end of this week. So that lake dig is I'm kind of thinking the lake dig is we're gonna get it at least deep enough for now, but because I feel like it's gonna look really cool, like really worth it to make the lake very deep. Like I'm talking like 20-30 blocks down. But in order to do that, I masked over something and it just like deleted a bunch of things above walls. But in order to do that, we have a lot of blocks to clear as we like need to slope it down to make it look like a natural slope and all that. So I don't know if that's gonna be something that we can. I want this video to be out next week. Like this week, I'm good. This week's video is already done. But I wanted this to be next week's video, and it's taken a minute. And I don't want to like get so far behind on this one that then it means the week after's video is going to be hard to get out in time. And so I don't know. We'll see how much we can dig down. But I also don't want to leave it unfinished, but that's also not the end of the world. Like if we can get the lake fully dug out, I would absolutely love it. But I'm not holding my breath on that one, I guess. There we go. Upper rock is done. Little progress update for y'all here. Could use TNT. It's kind of hard when it's already covered in water. Okay, our first cliff section's wrapped up, and that is looking really cool. We've got everything there wrapping all the way around now to just about where our bridge is going to come across, and then the water is going to cascade down. We haven't done that quite yet, and then we need to get this whole side in here too. Progress, though. Progress. We look at Lightmatica. Yeah. I think we can get those rocks in and get that in there and then call it. It'd be good. T42. Are you worried about lighting? Yeah, down there is all mob spawnable where those torches are. On top of it all, though, I don't really care too much right now until I actually build in it. It would be the... Okay. Nice boulders. It's not a rock, it's a boulder. Let's refill on stuff, and then we're gonna go up there and start working on placing those things in. I'll keep a stack of grass on me just in case. Leave it in here. 2 stacks of that. 3 stacks of that. We'll get our 3 stacks of this. I got 2 stacks of andesite. I feel like that's a good level to have. 1 stack of stone because we left most of the stone in. Coal ore, we've got plenty. Basalt, we've got 3 stacks. Yeah, it should be enough to get started. And then I'm just gonna start it again. Oh, I'm under attack. Yeah, I'm under attack. I'm being attacked by the water. Help! Help, I'm drowning. I changed a lot of that out to being pale moss, and I'm gonna put a little grass under there. I'm not planning to do like grass everywhere on this project for now. I think it's definitely one that's going to be coming in the next phase of when we actually can start doing all those things. But yeah, I wanted to at least like start getting a little bit of the idea of those things in here where it's going to really matter. No, I don't want to come up here yet. I want to focus on the riverbed, but we're here. Let's just get this little corner. Is that the last pale moss I had? Dude, that already put a stack down? Jeez, okay. Is that clay? I did put some clay in the... that's a little clay in there for some super highlights. I think it's fun. But yeah, I snuck a little clay into it. And then it's kind of just like a stone and tough palette. I brought this in here to really darken the corner because the stone just kind of felt a little off. And then again, can put grass on that. If I have time, which it's gonna be really, really dependent on how quick we can get through all the cliff building and the bridge building. But you can see I have trees over there that I need to build. I wanted to put like a few pockets of 2 or 3 trees, like a few bunches of trees around. I think that could be something really cool to have. But I haven't attempted it yet. I said I wasn't gonna go up here, and then I'm still up here. That's fine. Now, keep thinking that has water in it. It does not. Just vibing to the music. Yeah. What mod am I using? This is called Lightmatica. We built the whole thing in creative mode, and now we're just rebuilding it here in the world. Save some time. We're using Lightmatica so that it will tell me where I need to place things that I've already decided where they're going to go. I just need to actually get them in. So we've already built everything here. Everything has already been designed in the creative version of this world. Most things I do in here, I plan in creative first because I have more fun with that. And it's how I would like to play Minecraft. So we do a lot of that. But yeah, so that's dirt. I don't want to change that. What was I gonna say? Yeah, we're using Lightmatica. The whole thing is brought in. It's basically a 3D blueprint of what I need to do, how I need to do it. So I can chat with y'all, or I can just have random conversations and not really pay attention to what's going on in here and get blown up by a creeper because I'm not paying attention, and then the build will be done. Could use some TNT. Not for clearing out the lake. If I clear the water first, we could TNT it, but then I don't know. I want to try setting up conduits and see if that makes it easier, but I don't know if it will or not. There's a zombie. I don't want to deal with a zombie right now. You can't make me. The pale moss was a really good idea. I love pale moss, dude. Oh, I love pale moss. Are you using any world gen mods? Yeah, fWhip. You Google fWhip world gen mod, you'll find out how it works. It's pretty slow. The load time on it is pretty rough. Usually it takes about a week or two to load in a few chunks, but it gets the job done. Sorry, I'm giving you a hard time. No, I don't. I'm on vanilla world gen. I just do a lot of terraforming myself. Yeah, it's the fWhiptonic plates mod. TNT block with sand on top of it allows it to explode. I mean, we do have to put sand all the way around it, and the amount of time it would take to do all of that sand placement to be able to blow up all of that, I don't think it'd be worth it. What is fWhip gen mode? It's this is the fWhip gen mode. Yeah, conduits will be able to make it so we can breathe underwater, which is big. And I have a lot of conduits now. I don't know why, but a while ago I got really into collecting Hearts of the Sea. So like I wasn't streaming or anything, but like I had one night where I was just playing and I was like, I don't want to do what I'm doing right now. And I was just like, I kind of just want to be able to use Hearts of the Sea to decorate more freely. And so I had like 7 or 8 buried treasure maps that I just never bothered doing anything with. I never went to find the treasure. So I just took all of them and I ended up finding a ton of Hearts of the Sea. So we actually have a decent amount of them. So I don't know. They're there if we ever want to use them. I think I was like prepping for that idea of the underwater build I think I'd mentioned to y'all. And then I just kind of never really went anywhere with it. Can I make this? Nailed it. I'm so good at parkour. Ignore that I fell down that. I'm so good at parkour. See previous statement. Fine, totally fine, totally fine. Boys, we just did this. We literally just did this. Dang it. They want to tussle. Nailed it. Oh, you want to go? Oh, you want to go too? Rat Omen 4? Not bad. Here the mods go, telling each other they smell. Are you going to put the paths and bridges in for the next week's episode? Yeah, I want to have all the roads in. And the bridges. And hopefully some trees. That's the goal. Been a building rat lately, so I think I've just build rocks and trees till I recover and can build houses again. Or be like me and only ever want to build rocks and trees. Whip doing the tower would make my day. I don't know. That sounds painful. Y'all are scary. With what you think is fun to do in Redstone land, in parkour land. All I know is I've seen a lot of people die on the server to this so-called tower. Dang it. Ugh. Why is there no rock here? Who got rid of the rock? Couldn't have possibly been me. I would never. Stupid lack of rock. I'm so happy to have this stuff actually getting added into the world, though. Oh, I'm so happy to have this in. How's your work-life balance? My what? What's that? Right now, bad. Really bad. I am working a lot. I'm having fun, but I am working a lot. And it's, normally my work-life balance is decent, but right now, no, I'm working a lot. I'm really trying to hit day 10,000. Yeah, I'm pushing to get to day 10,000 as quickly as I can, because I'm just like, I'm in the zone to try, and I can't wait to get there, dude. I think that's gonna be such a fun time, just to have that as an achievement under my belt of 10,000 days in hardcore. There's not many content creators that can say they've done that, and that to me is something that's really cool. So we have somehow 4 stacks of light gray concrete powder on us now. I don't know how I got that, so we're going to change that up to 2 and 4 of these. You have a break planned for after 10K? No, but I've mentioned to y'all that whenever we get to another SMP series coming out, I am going to use that as a slight break from this world. So I don't know when that's happening, really. But I want to, like, I've told y'all, like, there's talks of stuff happening. I don't have anything to reveal or anything like that, but nor would you hear it from me until it's cleared from the group. Anyways, though, I want to get to 10,000 for sure before that happens, and then I want to use that as a period to take a little bit of a break from this world and move into pure SMP land for a few. So I think whenever the SMP starts, this world is going to probably go on a little bit of a break for probably 2-3 months, something like that. Because I just feel like anytime I start an SMP, I've been like only 1 foot in recently instead of like full committing. Because back when I started the like Empire Season 1, when that started, I was full in Empire Season 1. Like, I was there doing everything, and I was having so much fun with it. Empire Season 2, I felt like I was still kind of 1 foot out the door, 1 foot really like prioritizing this world, and then just like, I also have to record Empires. And that wasn't the most fun. Andesite, that's what I'm missing. So I want to try this time, like, really giving that a lot of emphasis, I guess, and attention. And so I'm going to try it for a little while. See how it rolls. Empire's my beloved. Yeah, Empire's not coming back. I did see somebody ask about that earlier. There's Empire Season 3 will probably not happen. But what I can say, though, as I've said many times and many other things about people asking for SOS and everything, the group has learned so much from doing those series. Like, we have learned absolutely so much from doing those series that we might not be repeating those series, but we're taking a lot of the things that we learned from them, of things that worked really well in an SMP and things that didn't work so well in an SMP, and we're putting those ideas forward into the next things to be able to hopefully create a really cool special experience. Like that's our goal. We don't want to just repeat the same thing, but we can take all the lessons we've learned from it and be able to apply that to new stuff and be able to grow off of it. And the idea of having new projects is exciting. Okay. type that wrong and then I'll do a season 3. Yeah. No season 3 is on the current docket. Oh, what are we missing here? Oh man. Where was stone? There's a stone. Cool. Sweet. Got salty, got called out for being rude. I mean, usually that's how it goes. The time is old. Old as the world. Somebody is rude. Consequences happen to them, and they say, oh, how could you? And we're like, what do you mean? And they're like, I did nothing wrong. Yeah, sure about that one. How's your physical health then? All the sitting? I feel like I'm in some of the best shape I've been in a long time. I've been working out really hard for the last like 6-8 months, so. I've been getting my gym hours in. Got back into swimming. So that's been really good for me. I definitely should stretch more. I feel like that's like my big point of needed growth right now is I just do not stretch enough. And I'm trying to build that in to be a better habit, but it's a hard habit to get going on. Did I miss something? I thought I saw. Did I miss a block in here? I thought I saw something. I did. Any form of exercise is hard to get started on. Yeah, I've got a pretty good. I'm usually pretty good at like getting in and doing stuff. Like during COVID, we bought a Peloton bike just so that we could work out at home and ride bikes more easily, or like get exercise bike vibes, you know. And that was going really well for me. And then my knees started really hurting from it, so I stopped. I haven't been doing that as much anymore. My knees feeling a lot better, but you know. And then since then, like a lot of my cardio has been moving into swimming, and which has been really fun to do. It's because I was a swimmer growing up, so it's nice to get back into that again. So I was really good about it until I got the tattoo, and then I just kind of haven't really fully built the routine back in. I've been doing other stuff more so, but I got out there on Saturday and swam for like 45 minutes, almost an hour, and got just under 2 miles in. How much you bench? I don't care about that. I'm not doing those types of workouts. I'm trying to go for sustainability. I'm not really doing like super heavy weight right now. I'm more doing more like hypertrophy style, like time under tension. Back when I used to go to the gym a lot in college, my bench was like just under 200. I was doing like back then I was doing 10 over body weight when I was like really into it. I don't think I'd even been close to that. I probably am like a 150 or something like that. Maybe if you're going for like an all out max, probably. I think I could do like 150 and get a few reps in. but I don't know. I'm mostly doing push-ups and like dumbbells up to like 45s. So you're a Zotman curl kind of guy? No, I can't do Zotmans because I have a really bad wrist. So anytime when it's like that way, holding it, or even like hammer curls, like those absolutely destroy my wrist and it hurts real bad. So I don't do too many of those. A lot of like isometric like holds and things. Yeah, I have so many stupid injuries from sports and things growing up though that make it not too fun to do a good few many exercises. Like I have a bad elbow, a bad back, and I have a bad wrist. That is not a great not a great collection to have when you're trying to lift. Is politics banned in the chat? You can read the rules down below, my friend. No need to ask the mods if a rule exists when the rules are already listed out in the description. But my friends over on YouTube, if you haven't already and you're jumping in late to stream, be sure to click the like button. It helps me out so very much. We got 1,800 people in here almost. We're at 1,200 likes. I really do appreciate it. Y'all have been absolutely awesome hanging recently, so thank you so much for everybody stopping by. Make sure to click that like button if you haven't. Yeah, exercise-wise, like, I'm not trying to get, like, super, like, massive or anything. No, I want to be in a healthy spot. That's all I care about. Let's finish this upper layer. I know we're working down there, but I want to get this done first. That can stay as stone.
Ka-ching!
Aries Sartorius Mars with the 10 gift members. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate that. That's super kind of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate that. Goes out to Highlighter, Kex, Gemini Mist, Alex, JDM Legend, Kate,
Cha-ching!
Bosch, Maje, Hefty Dude, Big T Dogs. Thank you so much. And Daskalos with the 5 gift memberships. I do appreciate it. Mads Beef, JMY, Boodle, Platinum Aether, and Rose. Thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Will the road and bridges be in the same video? Yeah. Yeah, this will all be the same project. I like to get the infrastructure and everything in because I think it's going to make a much cooler thumbnail. That's honestly most of it. But being able to have a really like a thumbnail with the bridges and the roads in and everything, I think just gives a much more of a human complete element, excuse me, to it all, instead of just having like a just the terrain around. I think having that little bit of structure in a build just helps so much with being able to conceptualize the scale and everything, and being able to kind of give that a little bit of like a stage 1 finishing touch. Like it's not the final, it's like final, not final 3v10. Please work. .b, you know, that type of final, but like it's like the final.
Pleased to meet you.
Strubble, thank you so much for the 6
Just
months.
got here, but looking good.
Yeah, this is coming together well. Dude, my knees hold me. My back and my knees hold me back so much. I'd love to get in the 200s on a deadlift, solid 100 plus squat, but every time I'm near those weights, I just feel those joints. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be pushing that to injury, because then you're set back so many steps further than where you were when you're feeling good. am just gonna place that. No. Eh. Yeah, all like big stuff on exercise, just all sustainability. Like that's the only important part is you just going for that like one big extra rep and everything. If it means you're gonna get hurt, it's so not worth it, because then you're just behind where you actually were. You're just being stupid and trying to go up weights faster than you actually should. Is just you're just gonna end up in a worse spot than you would otherwise. It's still good to push yourself, but you have to be healthy about how you push yourself. Blocky has crunchy knees. I don't think I've ever heard of crunchy knees before. Yeah, we've been doing a push-up challenge with some friends on the YouTube side, and it's like starting to get to the point where I'm like, ooh, I'm big time feeling these, where it's every single day for the year you add one more push-up. So like today is the 55th day of the year, so it's 55 push-ups today, and those ones are starting to add up a little bit more. It was super fun and easy when we were just getting started, and now it's like, oh, 55 push-ups is a little bit more than I had done. That's a little bit above the norm. What do you do about high gray wool requirement, the light gray wool? I went and I hung out at my sheep farm for a few hours and bred horses and just did other little random tasks around the world. I've got a pretty decent sheep farm over by the horse racetrack that I was able to use. You ever skip leg day? I'm pretty bad about doing leg day, I'll be honest. I'm a good like once a week leg day, and then I bike once a week and I get leg day in, but like I'm not. I definitely should be prioritizing it more, I can tell you that much. It's not my favorite. Definitely not a favorite. Okay, we're there. That. I think I'm just gonna get more wool because I think we're using a lot. Where are the rules? The description? What things feel cheaty to you in game? I will preface this by saying I think that y'all need to set your own rules. Play Minecraft how you want to play Minecraft. But I try and limit things in regards to, I try to not use duping too much. Yeah. I would say like, what I don't even consider it cheaty. I just consider it something that I like kind of have rules against for purpose of trying to keep things sustainable. For me, a lot of the things that like I might consider quote cheaty or whatever are just things that I find over time make me lose interest in what I'm doing. I don't necessarily think they're bad for the game, but I think they're for how I like to play the game. They make me less interested in playing the game long term, and a lot of that relies on the duping side. Sure, it can save time, and sometimes time is of any resource that you think about in Minecraft, time is definitely like the hardest one to fight and gather. Time to play the game, time to get the materials, time to blah blah blah, like that's the biggest thing. So if you're in a position where you can't play a whole lot of Minecraft, I think like getting into duping and stuff so that you can focus more on building, if that's what you want to do, is good. Like that's important. But for me, I find the gathering part of Minecraft to be very essential to my like Minecraft desired gameplay loop. So I don't like to get rid of the dupe. Or I don't like to get rid of the gathering phases and all that. Okay, we missed a block over there. Let me see, we might have missed one up here, but I don't think we did. Oh yeah, we did. Right there. So yeah, but yeah, I would say I only really land in the realm of like duping is probably the only thing that I would even remotely consider to be something that's a little too much. I don't know. I don't really have too many things that I like am super set on for as like don't do this in Minecraft. It's more just like stuff that I know for me is if I do that, I am less likely to want to keep playing. I find that for me, if a lot of materials, and this is just like true in many aspects of life for me, if I feel like stuff is just given to me, like in a video game of something where the challenge is supposed to be figuring out the problem, and like the end goal is to figure it out and get the thing and blah blah blah, and then it's just given to you. It's the same way if you're like playing a video game with some friends and they're like, oh hey, come play this game with me, I absolutely love it, it's super fun, it's like this whole progression system, you unlock blah blah blah. Like same as like if you're booting up on a Minecraft server with some friends and like your friends give you diamond gear to get started. They're like, hey, welcome to the server, here's a starter kit, and you're like, oh thank you, this is great. And then very quickly for me, I'm like, well, that kind of took away a lot of what I was going to do to get started. And like that's how you, for me, that's how I explore the world and get into it and really get attached to the world, is that early stuff. And so you take that away and then I was like, I just don't really get attached. So I kind of find the same for material gathering and everything, is I really need that as part of my Minecraft experience to really feel that I'm like bought into what I'm working on. Removes the rewarding feeling. Yeah, exactly. Which is like, it's an okay thing. It's all dependent on how you're like what your desired playstyle is. If you're like, if you just want to go build and you don't really care about that, you don't really care about all those other things, then like just go build. But like if you're there to want to play survival and everything, then that's when it's kind of like, well, this kind of sucks. This is like our last massive section that needs acacia, I believe. There might be some over on the far side too, like over there. Yeah, I mean that's mostly basalt. That's a lot of acacia there though. We're gonna be just shy on acacia. We might have to go gather some more. Back over to the creeper forest. Oh man, oh man. We'll see how far we can get though. Can we all just agree that this is one of the top Stardew Valley songs? It's just, we're replaying it. We're going back. We're playing it again. I kind of wasn't paying attention. It's so good. You cannot have bad vibes when you're listening to this song. You can't have bad vibes when you listen to this. Just, oh, it's such a bop.
Hey, for real.
Zuma, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, folks. How we doing out here? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to have you. Doing a little terraforming today. We are working on big old landscape in the world now. I'm gonna pause this, give you all a little heads up. Welcome on in, raiders. What are we up to today? But here we have brand new cliff section. This was all land up to about here or so, and we brought it all down to make a big old lake, and we are working on the cliffs going around it right now. So welcome on in, yo. How we doing? Good to have you. The cutscenes in Stardew are wild, dude. There's some weird ones in there. There's some interesting ones. It's good vibes around though. It's good vibe. Yeah, so we're using Lightmatica here just for those who are just jumping in to more easily get blocks placed in. We planned it all in creative. We're just coming back in and building all in Lightmatica. So we're working on the cliffs and everything going throughout right now. Just to give y'all a little heads up what's going on. I believe y'all are pretty familiar with Lightmatica, though, if I remember correct. Hope y'all had a good stream. Hope you got good vibes. We're out of pale moss. Is it dumping rain where you are? It looks like it's raining. I can't tell. I did see recently though in the Seattle area. We went over to my stepmom's for dinner last night, and she was saying that she read on the news recently that there's a 3,000-mile long atmospheric river coming through the Pacific Northwest soon. I was like, really? We're doing that right now? We're bringing in a 3,000-mile long atmospheric river. That's what we decided to do in end of February. That's how we're just, christening off the end of February here. It's just, come on now. I'll leave in 5. Jinxie, no. It's okay. Gotta go do stuff. Gotta go live your life. So down bad on Acacia. It's so sad. Mom said the same thing on Saturday. It's crazy. Yeah. I was really, hoping that we've had a lot of rain over the last few days. Like it's been crazy here for the last few days, but yeah, I'm sure it'll start up here soon. Mistake. That's okay though. That's okay though. Dude, we're almost at 1,300 likes. We're getting there. We got 1,800 people on the YouTubes. Music a little loud. Oh yeah, I can turn it down again. We're just bopping along to Stardew. But then I went to other bops and I just kind of left it going. It's fine. I'm awake. I'm super awake today. So very awake. What's the song? It's called Love Thing by Paisley Pink. Got all of our scaffolding and we move out. Gonna look so good once we got everything in. Oh, I'm excited. I kind of love that in the creative copy I haven't copied any of the fields over for out there that really complete that atmosphere. So when I finished all of it and got everything placed in for this region, I didn't have a I was able to see that. Oh, we're out of acacia. Like we're out of acacia. No. Not the, we're out of the, okay. Oh, there's a rock. I can get a few more of these in here. Get this little coal. We have to go gather acacia, folks. Willy is the best in Stardew. Yeah, Willy's pretty cool. When he has all the crabs in his house, so funny. Do you get a lot of criticism for using Easy Place in videos? I used to get a lot of criticism for Easy Place. I think as I've just been more like, yeah, this is a tool I use. This is a way that helps me produce videos so you can all have videos faster. I am not cheating in the game. Nothing that I'm doing in this is actively like ruining Minecraft gameplay, and it's just making it easier and quicker to produce things. And people from that have more recently been more okay with all of it. But I mean, there's still the fair share of people that are super against it, but I don't really read into it too much anymore. I think it's most of it. I just kind of think if somebody's out there, no, we want that there, hating on easy place, like, I think there used to be a lot of content creators that would really hate on easy place, and then their communities byproduct of that would hate on easy place and Lightmatica to other communities. But since then, as per the usual, is that most of those content creators that used to hate on easy place and Lightmatica in general now use Lightmatica because they realized, oh my god, we've been paused for how long? Oh well, whatever, we'll just cut it wherever it ended. That's fine. So now they just kind of don't really do much. But cliffs are looking pretty good, going all the way around here to now to where we are over there, and unfortunately we only have 57 acacia wood left and no logs, so we gotta go find some more cha-cha to chop down. Pause since right. Okay, so not super long. That's okay. Time to be chopping. Yeah. Well, actually, let me do a little material check. Gosh, that cliff up here looks so good. Let's just land here real quick, so we can do a little. Okay. That stone count is wrong. That's wrong. I mean, that's okay. So we got about. It says we need 18 stacks of logs. I don't think that's quite true. I mean, let's just look at this. It says we need 500 of that. So we need 8 stacks of that and 18 of that. I don't think that's quite true, but if we fill up more or less a shulker would be fine. You get criticized for that. It seems incredibly useful. Yeah, it's a lot of people who just, no matter what community you're in, there's going to be people that are just diehard about a certain way is the correct way to do something. It doesn't matter if it's a video game, if it's a book club, if it's a how to cook something, or if it's a sports team, or if it's like anything. Like, there are going to be people that are just super diehard on like there is a right or wrong way to do anything. You've in fact me was saying a cha-cha. Good, great, smooth, just a cha-cha real smooth. But yeah, so there's always going to be people that are going to hate on things because they, I don't know, I'm usually thinking most time is that they're so diehard about something, or more so is that they don't want to adjust how they're doing things, and so they try and make everybody fit their mold, is kind of how I see it more so. And that's their own stuff to work through, and it's unfortunate that a lot of times those people cause that to be a problem for other people. So yeah, a lot of people used to give me a lot of flack for using Lightmatica and things. I know there are times where a lot of like the really popular content creators would use Lightmatica, but they wouldn't share with their audience they're using Lightmatica. But if you looked at how they did their time lapses, they obviously were using it. Oh, I forgot. I need to get a flying in clip. Sorry, we forgot to fly in. You decorate your end. The end dimension is decorated. The main island is completely transformed. Okay, flying into Acacia Island now, and we will be doing the chopping. The stronghold itself is not decorated yet, but we'll get to that eventually. That's not on the list before day 10,000, but it's a would be nice list. But yeah, so now I think that a lot of the larger content creators, like myself included, are more like, yeah, no, we use Lightmatica. It's a tool that helps us just build better. And as Minecraft, the building skills have gotten better, it's harder to freehand those things when you're looking in terms of like doing color palettes and gradients on the sides of builds and blah blah blah. Like, a lot of that stuff is more difficult to just freehand and get right. So more people are using Lightmatica even for just casual play, because they're like, wait, this makes the game more fun for me, which that's the end goal. So it's less and less of people being like,
This isn't true Minecraft. True Minecraft, you could only carry one piece of food at a time. Now
Nice
you
to
can
meet
carry
you.
64
30
food in a
months
stack.
whipping,
Minecraft's
snapping.
stupid now.
So, you know, they don't really do that anymore, which is great. Havoc Tracks with that 30 months, my dude. Oh, snap. How we doing? Welcome on in. Thank you for the 30 months. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well today. Mod squad, assemble. Does Lightmatica take the fun out of building? No, for me, it actually makes it more fun to build. Because I can spend time in creative with a full access to a creative inventory and not be stressed about coming up with something on the fly that's gonna work, or being like, ooh, I really want to try this block, but I don't have it. And then if I don't like it, I'm gonna have to take however many minutes to tear down the wall because I didn't like it. Whereas with Lightmatica, you can just do it in creative. You can check it out there first. Say, oh yeah, that did work. Wow, okay, I wanted to try bone blocks, but I wasn't too sure it was gonna work with the sandstone here. And it's a quick like boop boop. Okay, swapped it in creative. Now it's done. Yay. Okay, that worked. Ooh, no, it didn't work. Okay, it didn't work. Let's try something else. I don't know, endstone. And so you can do a lot more of those quick things when you're planning in creative first, which for me, I really, really love to just build and try out things and try out and go through those ideas quickly, and allows my brain to stay more on that idea generation phase, where I kind of find that if I'm having to go out and gather the thing and then come back and try it, I very much settle for things much more easily, of just being like, yeah, it's good enough. This is close enough. It's fine. It looks okay. So being able to put that extra like attention into like the creative idea generation point, to me, is really fun. I like it a lot. So I find it actually makes it makes building more fun, because I can focus on building instead of just being limited by what I have on hand. Does it mean I'm unfortunately always gathering tough and dead coral? Yes. Yes, it does. Tiny Sharks, thanks for hanging. Have a good one. Get some rest. Creative planning slash Lightmatica has allowed me to push my builds up a massive scale and add colors and details that I was always afraid to do. Also, trees, so much better. Yeah. Frenchman, thanks for hanging. You have a good one, all right? Yeah, I definitely, I'm willing to make a lot more bold color choices just in a trial phase, where I wasn't doing that in survival, because you never know. And also the ability to just fly backwards really quickly and see, did that work? No? Okay, cool. Let's try something else. Instead of needing to elytra away, rocket back, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah. I think for me as a player, being able to plan in creative first is a big win in how I enjoy this game. We were talking about it, I think, last stream, about how the entire area that was in last video, of building up the whole farmland region, how all of that was creative planned out, like pre-planned and done and everything in there, and then built out. And the amount of positive feedback I got off that, or we were talking about it earlier in today's stream, I can't remember, we might be looping. But the amount of positive feedback I got off that, of people being like, oh my gosh, this build is like next level, just with the extra thought of how everything is positioned and done and blah, blah, blah. Like, that was because I was able to spend a lot of time in creative first to plan out where things are going to go and make something that I was really happy with. So, like, I mean, even just the end product, people seem to love a lot more. Why don't you build a TNT tree farm? I don't want to. We could make a tree farm, but again, I don't like duping materials, and TNT duping is part of that. I like to do things by hand in this world. I think it adds a lot more. Sure, it means it's more time. and there's more stuff going on, but I think for, again, like, I'm here for the play experience. I'm not here for efficiency. So, like, the thing that keeps me playing Minecraft is making a enjoyable play experience, and part of that for me involves gathering the materials. Any tips for to stay consistent in a world? Have you watched the last video talkie video that I posted? Might help you out. Speaking of trees, added a few fWhip trees around my house that spawn in the Spore server. It's such a lift compared to the vanilla trees. Nice, Anima. I want to get back into designing trees soon. I need to design a lot more. I really want to get a lot more built out. I want to make like another like 2 or 3 oak trees and a few more birch trees, and I want to start getting into making more pine trees and things. Wholesome Zen, thank you for the 5 gift members, my dude. I really appreciate that. Art with Cactus, Snitty, Opal, Delara, and Seraphim. Thank you so much, y'all. I appreciate it. Thanks for spending your time in here. Again, on YouTube, gift members go out to people who have the highest amount of watch time in stream that are not active members. So if you get one, that means you've been around for a super long time, or at least like been watching a lot. So I really do appreciate it. It's very kind, y'all.
Cha-ching!
And Aries with another 10. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Going out to Nasty, Tish Tosh, Madison, Lindsay, Potent, Min, Nikki, Benjamin, Nori, and Kaban. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Pine trees? Yes. Yeah, I really want to start working on some more pine tree designs. I think that's a current lack in my tree buildings. Lurkers get rewarded? Yeah, they do. There's a log in here. There's a log in here. There's a log in my tree. What mods are you using? The whole mod list I'm using is currently in the Discord under the resources channel. You can check it all out in there if you'd like to. Because I'm using quite a few different fabric mods. NVIDIA got a beta version though. Very happy to have that back. Super stoked about that. By the way, fWhip. Also, fWhip, by the way, your medium trees are huge. But they're medium sized compared to the large ones. Just saying. Maybe... I mean, they're consistent somewhat across the board for where the medium, large, huge trees go, so that's on you. No, some of those trees are pretty dang big, though. How do you organize yourself when you became a full-time content creator? Like, am I organized my day-to-day life? Being able to focus on it like it's a job, like any other job, is really important. So, like, for me, I think it was something that was very important because I have interacted with quite a few people who went directly into becoming a content creator and never really did, like, corporate life. And I'm not saying you need to do corporate life first, but having some form of like a really steady job before you become a content creator, I think is really important for teaching you like how to keep a schedule. And I feel like that is something that benefited me a lot getting into this as turning it into a full-time job of kind of, I already had a full-time work schedule that I was able to just change those hours from going to the office for my last job into I'm just staying at home making videos I'd say the hard part is that like starting out YouTube, you should always start YouTube with the goal of it being a hobby that you want to do, not something that you want to be your job, because there's no guarantee that YouTube will turn into a job. Even for me, like it took quite a few years to turn into a full-time job for me. Like everybody has their own story. Some people grow super fast, but there's no consistent or reliable way to become a full-time YouTuber. There's always a little bit of luck involved with getting a few videos that'll just randomly pop off, and then you get an audience, you get noticed, and it's much easier to grow. But like being able to go in it with a hobby mentality first kind of is a blessing and a curse if you do turn it into a full-time job, because it's one of those things where like I absolutely love what I get to do here. I still love that this is what I get to do on a daily basis for work. Like I get to wake up and design things in Minecraft and stream or make videos. It's really cool. But that also comes with that I'm very easily willing to put a lot of hours into it without really realizing, and that can mean there's a lot of days where I'll just be up here working in my office for like 12 hours and be like, I haven't eaten in 87 years. And then I'm like, oh, I should probably go eat food. So but it's because it was a hobby. It was something I did for fun first, and then it became a job. And then if your hobby is also your job, then it's very easy to just be like, yeah, just keep doing it, why not? And then that can lead to burnout after a while. Yeah, gotta take care of yourself. What? I'm definitely a lot better about it now than I used to be. Not right now. I'm kind of in a crunch period of just trying to get this stuff going, and so I'm definitely working a lot more than I probably should be, but it has been nice to see a lot of progress in the world and get closer to 10,000. We're almost at 9250. We're getting up there. Okay, we've been recording for how long? Oh my god, 15 minutes. Yep. Okay. Well, we got 10 stacks of Kachancha. Bodily needs, what are those? I don't know.
Hey, for real.
Hi fWhip. I usually lurk in their streams or catch the VODs, but I love the videos. I've been working on an island village for a D&D map for my friends.
Ooh, that's fun. Are y'all playing D&D in Minecraft? That's cool. That would be a really fun way of like having everybody like in a room together, like a typical D&D game, but then everybody else has their laptop of like being in the world. That'd be kind of fun. Or you're like the party leader if you're moving around in there, so you can show people like what's like, you can see these decorative pots. Do you want to go search them? That'd be kind of cool. Because I'm sure it could get a little chaotic with everybody just, I'm gonna run over here. Let's be honest, when we're in a Minecraft world with our friends and we're just chatting with them, we are all doing zoomy circles. It's impossible to not to. But Wholesome Zen, thank you so much for the dono and the gift subs earlier. Gift members, I really appreciate that. That was super kind of you. But lovely to have all the lurkers. We love our lurkers around here. My friends, click the like button if you haven't already on the YouTube side. We got 1,800 people in here, and we are under 1,300 likes right now. So help me out. Click of the like button. Accurate. Yeah, Mandolin's emote is just pretty perfect there. That's exactly what happens. All of us do it. Every single time. We couldn't reconcile D&D based on 5 and Minecraft based on 1 meter. Oh, it's 5 inches, 5 feet? Oh, I don't know. What's the 1? Is that an inch? I always forget that. 5 feet? I don't know. I know there's a new DLC coming out for Dungeons and Dragons on Minecraft. Didn't they tease that recently? I don't know if the first one was good. I mean, it's obviously like it's a marketplace thing, but I remember hearing about that. The first one and being like, wow, that's really cool. Still have never D&D'd, but Sid and I, actually this Friday, we're going to start. I just got a new Xbox controller. So she has a controller now. But we're going to start Baldur's Gate 3. We're gonna make our characters on Friday and probably start the story and see how that goes and see where we like it. We're just gonna... I found out recently, I'm really bummed about this. So we have a Steam link that I use to like get games from computer onto TV, so we can play some like co-op Steam games. Because I've heard you can do that in Baldur's Gate 3. You can just hook 2 controllers up and you get 2-player off the same computer, which I'm like, okay, cool, that's great. So we'll just hook 2 controllers up to the Steam link and go. But I heard the Steam link got discontinued. I'm so bummed. Oh, the only reason I found it got discontinued was I was trying to buy a new power cord because I lost the old one. Not great. And then they're like, all the ordering is shut down for no new parts. And then I found out that apparently there's no plans to make new parts. I think they're fully sending the Steam Deck, which makes sense because Steam Deck's pretty great. But man, I love the Steam Link when it works out well. It's really cool. Where do you get inspiration from your builds from? So many different places. A lot of video games I'm playing. That's a big one. Like whatever I've got going on, like video game wise, is usually a good source of inspiration. Like whatever games I'm playing through, any movies or TV shows I'm watching are usually a good bet. Okay, we're almost, I think if we get up to, okay. I feel like I need to fill the whole shulker. I really do not want to fill the whole shulker. Dude, Lynxie's animated emotes are really, they're pretty top tier. They're good. Yeah, I've never done any D&D type games or anything like that. So I'm interested to see how I enjoy Baldur's Gate 3. I played the first 2, which I remember were not D&D based. Like they were, but like it wasn't like turn based if I remember correctly. Or I'm thinking of a different game that I played when I was a kid. Time to go home. May, thanks so much for hanging. Yeah, I haven't figured out what type of class I want to make in Baldur's Gate. My normal default to playing any RPG game is I like to play like an archer type class. So I might go that route. It's usually archer, then some sort of magic wielder, like a nature magic type thing, and then like some sort of like melee sword and shield or like mace and shield type tank character, and then the last would be like a two-handed like warrior type character. Like that's usually my route that I travel down, and if I'm playing an RPG game, of like which ones I pick as I'm going. You know they're adding a bunch of subclasses soon to Baldur's Gate? Oh, well, guess I should get in now and experience the original stuff before it gets all the new things. That's cool if they're doing it. Then if Sid and I really enjoyed it, because I know there's so many different endings and routes you can travel upon and do, and like the amount of different endings that exist in that game, I feel like that could mean for, if we do have fun with it and it's something that we really enjoy doing, then we could like do another playthrough and just, it would probably feel like a very unique experience again, just with knowing the base mechanics. I'll be sure to report back in and let you know how things are going. Ranger fWhip remembers. Yeah, I was always in WoW, like my first ever WoW character was a warlock, but then I very quickly found the hunter class and was a hunter forever. Always like had it as whether it was my main character or my second character, there's always been a hunter character in there. And definitely in all of the Elder Scrolls games, going back to Morrowind, to Oblivion, to Skyrim, like all of those, I was for sure playing with a bow class first. And then like dual wield swords, because let's be honest, stealth in Skyrim is just so overpowered. Stealth Ranger in Skyrim is just easy mode, man. You're just mopping the floor with enemies. Especially once you get stealth leveled. Hi, Nora, welcome in. Yeah, if you want to know my mods, I'm not going to go through the list right now, but they're all in the Discord. Join the Discord, go to the resources channel. They are all in there for you to grab as you wish. They all even have links to download them from their Modrinth pages, if they have one. Love being a ranger and everything. It's just so fun. It's just such a... I don't know, I've always liked archery as an idea. Because even back when I played like Warcraft 3, like when I first got into it, I was super like loved the Night Elves because they just had archers. I was like, yeah, they're so cool. And there's like the campaign missions where you get to play with the High Elves and you get the High Elven archers, and I was just like, these are the best units ever. Like, I don't care if they're good or not, they're so cool. Then unfortunately, as I got farther into the game, I was like, wait, I'm way better if I play the orcs. Okay, I'm gonna play the orcs now. Ugh. Turning into streams makes me want to get back into streaming. I mean, if you think it'd be fun, why not? Don't feel like an obligation to do it though, but if you feel like it'd be fun, can't hurt to give it a shot. Do you have any recommendations on what to build or when you don't know what to do in a Minecraft world? Sage, I have 2 videos that came out recently that are kind of like my theories on how to keep a world going and how to come up with build ideas. One's the how to start a forever world, and one's the one like how to stay engaged with your Minecraft world. I have a few videos like that on my channel. I would say go check those out if you want like a full answer to that. It's going to be a much more full answer than I can give you just here in a quick blurb on stream. But if you're really looking for advice on that type of stuff, I have a lot of videos on my channel about like how to stay inspired, what build ideas to go for, and all those different types of things. And something in there will definitely should be able to spark your interest. I even have a whole video series that's like 50 build ideas and blah 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 and all those things, and kind of shows how to tie a lot of things together. So you might already have one of them, but there might be another that could add into that to help you out. He's got a stick. Very relaxing stream. I'm so sleepy. You're telling me I'm the one streaming. I'm tired. It was a fun weekend, but it was I had a really good weekend, but yeah, it was just like, oh, thank you for the sapling. That's so nice of you. No, you don't. Oh, he brought a sapling too. How nice. I thought he wasn't gonna bring me a present. That would be so sad. Our zombie friend. I think I'm gonna need to go get some food soon, though. I was hoping this one takes so long to get the acacia, but acacia takes a while to chop all the trees down. Definitely not like spruce. Thank God that spruce trees are easy to chop down when their wood is such a beautiful wood color, isn't it? Imagine if spruce trees were terrible to chop down. Okay, how many stacks are we at now? Okay. How much do we have? 1,200? The problem is that I need to, every like 256, I turn back into 192 if I turn it into wood. So we'd lose 64. We need them. Let's get a few more stacks. Then we'll call it on chopping trees. We get another 3 stacks, I think we'll be fine. Or at least like really close. What I should have done is have this planting area, like redo the planting area right next to the wool farm. Like future me, if I need to have like a tree chopping zone right next to the wool farm so that I can just, while I'm waiting for the thing to produce, instead of being over here where it's not loaded. Well, actually, we can chunk load it in the next update, so it doesn't matter. But that's what I should have done back in the day. Save myself the pain of having to go into 2 locations. I'll still have to go there, but you know. I really try and not AFK, if at all. We're expanding the world tree again? No, these are all for cliffs. How much acacia wood do you need? I don't really know. We need, I'm like guessing a few more stacks. The problem is we need to turn the logs into wood for a lot of it. So it kind of consumes a lot of what we make because you lose, for every 3 wood, you need 4 logs to craft it. So it's not the most forgiving crafting recipe. Ugh. Sorry I'm yawning so much. I feel like pretty awake. I don't know what. I feel like I've just been getting so many yawns recently. I feel awake. I'm just like, man, sleepy vibe. Okay, there's another stack and a half. And we got some leaves out of this too, which is nice. Well, this will be 250 days after we finish this night. Making sure there's no sneaky little toes coming up behind me. Little green gremlins walking around in the woods. So close. And the streaker. We'll go and place down a lot of our saplings again after we finish this, just to get this area repopulating itself, because we've cleared quite a few trees here. But that is almost 3 stacks, so let's just this guy here too. And then one more tree should do it. Hopefully. So close. So close. We'll take that. Okay. We're just gonna go back and refill in 2 of these stacks of saplings that we just gathered up. Yeah, we'll have another half stack. We can take that back with us and just keep it around. I think my storage is pretty full of acacia saplings, but it's fine. Yeah, we'll just plant them all down. Why not? Okay, cool. There we go, and that leaves us with a good few stacks of acacia logs. That should hopefully get us through this project. Time to get back to work. Maybe time to get back to work. Brain break. Brain breaks are important. Oh, man. Oh. Your favorite animal? I don't know. Probably some sort of like a wolf or something. Basic. I just like wolves and dogs and all those. They're just good. Someone's got to pay a lot of yawn tax. No, I don't want to. Deforesting old trees to make prettier trees, but in this case to make pretty rocks? Yes, exactly. It's all in pursuit of the pretty. Yeah, nailed it. Making me yawn now, sorry. Okay. Here we have all of our acacia coming back in. Can just throw that right back in there. We already have that left, so I think I'm just gonna make another 3 stacks of the wood, and hopefully that's enough to get us through, and then I gotta go drop off all these leaves. And acacia is full. Nope, not quite full. Nice. And the saplings we put down, and I need to go put these sticks away. Lake dig when? Probably starting Wednesday or Friday. Probably Wednesday. Love the world tree so much. I like the world tree how it turned out now. I'm really glad we took the time to update it. I was not a big fan of the original rendition of it, but it looks so much better now with expanded canopy. I still think I could have had a lot more form to it. Like, I like that there's like the subtle curve to the left here, but I also think I could have, looking back on it now, I learned a lot from it. Hopefully I can employ some of those lessons into the next tree, into the nether tree, because I think the entry is also, the entry like looks impressive because the lack of island around it, but I don't think the entry is like that impressive to begin with. So yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you what though, chat. I think, ooh, what am I missing? I'm missing a wool. A wool. Let's go put a wool up there. Yep. Nailed it. But I think we're going to be calling it there for now. We got a lot of stuff done. Got a lot of these cliffs in place. How far do we take this? So we got everything over here for the cliff. Going all the way wrapping around, which is looking sick. Brought that all the way to there. Got all those in. Everything through there. I'm kind of doing a double check, make sure I didn't miss any more rocks. And we got all the way down into there, and then we kind of ran out around this point. But we did that whole upper section too, which is looking great. Now I just need to complete along here. Sweet. Easy. Oh, I missed a wool up there too. Why am I missing wool? Not the wool. Yep. What am I missing here? Wool again. Somebody's stealing my wool. Oh, no, not that. Not wool. A lot of progress. So much progress today. Yeah. I'll hopefully have all the cliffs finished up and done, because that's only going to be another few hours, and maybe I'll try and get those trees in before we get back on Wednesday for another stream. We'll probably start prepping and digging out the lake there. So should be pretty cool. Thank you all so much for being here today. I really do absolutely appreciate it. Y'all are super amazing. My friends over on the YouTube side, if you have not already, click like button on the stream. Helps me out a lot with just like sending the VOD out to people, attracting more people into the streams and all that stuff. And then if you're new on the YouTube side or the Twitch side, subscribe, click the follow button. Cool stuff, free to do, super fun, and you get to hang out and be part of the streams and all that stuff in the future. So I really do appreciate it. Just narrowly avoided an ad on Twitch. Oh, we would have been stuck for a while. Okay, we're gonna find somebody to raid. Who do we want to raid? Who's live? Who do we know this? Who should we raid, chat? Who do we want to raid? Who do we want to send the love over to? Yeah, we can go raid Scott. We haven't raided Scott for a while. Yentl, thank you so much for the donut. I appreciate that. We haven't raided Scott in a long time. Let's go raid Scott. He's doing some gaming stuff. Dude, oh my god, he's doing a subathon. Okay. Oh, no, just kidding. Scott literally just went to bed. Never mind. We're not raiding Scott. No, actually, we can raid him right now before he leaves. That would be great. We can go bug him right as he's leaving his stream. That'd be super great. Thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Jump on in on this raid. Go give Scott my love. He's doing a subathon, all that cool stuff. But I'm out of here for now. Thank you so much for being here, my friends. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.